The headlines that we're tracking for you this evening, but on what's brewing, Exotel has bagged $40 million in a Series D funding round just a few months after it raised $35 million in funding. The full-stack customer engagement platform plans to use these funds to invest more into its Middle East and Southeast Asian markets, as well as for potential acquisitions. The company has raised a total of $100 million in a mix of debt and equity over the last 12 months. Joining us now to discuss the company's growth outlook is Shivakumar Ganesan, the CEO and co-founder of Exotel. Shivakumar, thank you so much for joining us on the show. You've raised $40 million in this round. Can you tell us how you plan to use these funds? Are you looking to expand your range of offerings? Can you also tell us a little bit about the problem that you're trying to solve?
Thank you. Happy New Year to everyone. Let me first explain what Exotel does.
Right.
So we're actually India's only full stack customer engagement platform. The SMSs that you get from e-commerce companies that you order food from, the number masking that happens between, let's say, food delivery companies and food tech companies and fintech companies, contact centers of really large banks, chatbots of edtech companies. These are all the products that we have in the market today, and these are all the kinds of companies that we currently support. We originally started off with customer communication. Now we've expanded our portfolio to customer engagement. Ultimately, of course, we are going towards improving overall customer experience for large enterprises. As you mentioned, we've raised about 3 to 4 rounds back-to-back in the last 4 quarters. And this is mostly because of the renewed interest in the market for the products that we have under our portfolio. Many large enterprises have fully adopted and embraced cloud and AI in a big way. That is what is really making us and some of our investors very excited about future. We are hoping to use a bunch of this money in expanding our geographic presence in Southeast Asia, as well as in the Middle East. We're also not investing a lot in sales and marketing today, so we want to completely ramp up our sales and marketing spends. And we also want to add a few more product capabilities so that we can take the customer engagement technology, the way it stands today in emerging markets, and make it even more cutting edge.
Right. Happy New Year to you as well. But, as you just mentioned, you're also looking at investing these funds into more acquisitions. Just last year, you acquired Cogni AI, and before that, you merged with Ameo. What are the kind of companies you're looking at now, and are there any talks that are underway?
We're always talking to a bunch of companies that ultimately is in the same business and have a similar vision like the way we do. We believe that large enterprises spend a lot of time and effort in integrating different products that they buy from the market. And that's a lot of wasted time. And that is what we want to reduce, preferably eliminate with the full stack engagement model. So we do continue to speak to a bunch of companies, but even with Ameo and Cogno AI, we've now covered contact center, we've covered conversational AI, we've always had the platform. So that covers about 70 to 80% of what we wanted to achieve in full stack. We'll continue to invest a lot more in voice bot, in video, and in customer data platform in the days to come.
All right. So you've acquired around 1,300 clients in just the last year, and your clients include the likes of Ola, Swiggy, and even HDFC Bank. So how do you plan to grow this customer base of yours further, and what's your client acquisition strategy? Also, how has the pandemic changed the way your clients engage with their customers?
Definitely. So perhaps the large 1,000, 2,000 companies in India and several other markets in emerging markets are already actually Exotel's customers in some form or fashion. Some of them might be using us just for messaging. We want to see if we can provide them a chatbot. Some of them are using just IVR calls. We want to see if we can power their contact center. So a lot of our customer acquisition strategy will revolve around expanding the use cases in which we operate in. And ultimately, we want to enable and power all customer engagement use cases within a large enterprise. And as you might imagine, in a company like ICICI Bank, there are over 50, 60 different places where the enterprise, where ICICI Bank has to engage with their customers. So there's a lot of stuff that happens around customer engagement in BFSI, in a bank like ICICI Bank. And our hope and prayer is that we'd be able to support all of that in the days to come.
So you want to expand the use case.
So that's the way we're thinking about it.
Right. So you want to expand your use cases. You're currently looking at an ARR of around $50 million. What's the kind of growth you've seen so far, and what are the targets that you've set for yourself going forward? And where do you plan to close this year in terms of top and bottom line?
So during and post the pandemic, we've seen roughly about 100% growth rate. So that's what we've seen in the last year, 18 months. And we've projected similar growth rates in the next fiscal year as well. So we're hoping to end FY23 at a little less than $100 million. 700 crores is roughly the number that we have in our minds. And I think looking at the way things are going, I think we'll get there. Originally, I set out to get to about $200 million of top line in about 4 years. But now we think that because of the interest that we are seeing in the market, we might get there maybe in about 2.5 to 3 years.
So you can get to that $200 million mark in about 2 to 3 years. You're currently present and operational in India, Middle East, Africa, and Southeast Asia. Can you tell us how you plan to expand further? Are you looking at other countries as well?
Not really, actually. So we do think that emerging markets has a big potential. As you know, these are the big growth markets. The future of the world belongs to these countries. And this is currently a green field when it comes to customer engagement technologies. So we want to continue to keep our focus. We want to go as deep as possible in India, in Indonesia, in Saudi Arabia, and so on and so forth. And we want to help these enterprises truly realize the potential that they can. So we focus completely on emerging markets at this point in time.
So focused entirely on emerging markets. You're also looking to expand your team. Can you tell us a little bit about your hiring plans?
As a software company, talent ultimately is the core of pretty much everything that we do. And currently we're about 1,000 people, and we're hoping to add another 700 over the next year. So, and a lot of this will be in sales and marketing as well as in engineering.
Right. So looking to add about another 700 people. Shivakumar, thank you so much for joining us on the show, and we wish you all the best for the year that's coming ahead.
Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.